These two looked perfect after getting matched on Pop the Balloon. Even though some red flags were being ignored.
What's the most toxic thing you feel like you've done in a relationship?
I'm not a toxic person, so I've never done anything toxic before, but you're scaring me. So what's the most
that was the answer I was looking for.
Stop the cap.
So I got the original catch-up I did below. I'm watching this to see if they divulge into anything new that I might have missed.
Oh, I'm like, what's the most toxic thing you've done?
Oh, I'm not toxic. I'm sweet.
Okay.
Right, so I'm gonna ask my final question now to the two of you. Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Yes.
We got a match!
But while everyone was celebrating the romance, the warning signs were already there. Just weeks later, everything unraveled. It was like mixing fire and water, and what happened next caught everyone off guard.
And the thing that really threw me off was the fact that he lied about his career.
I would say fire and hot water. And yes, he did lie, and he actually is a cop. He just didn't want to leave with that. Of course, you know why, right?
So that really threw me.
She's a liar. She's lying about several things. And I'll start. Number one, I did not tell the truth about my profession. So I'm a police officer, and people have reservations about police officers, right? So when I came to the show, I was like, man.
Hey, what do you do?
I am a structural engineer, and I also own I'm a co-owner of a logistics company.
Okay.
Shout out Van Pelt Trucking.
Nice.
I don't want to say that because we know the state of America and the state of policing and how people feel about police in America, right? And so
You're lying, but you lied.
and so
You did.
I felt like, oh man, they're gonna pop the balloons, right? Like all the balloons.
What?
I did. However,
That happened before.
what she's not saying is this.
And it was on the episode from Pop the Balloon. It was like either the first season or the second season, but basically this guy got up there and said, hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna clip that below too. I'm gonna put because I did his too on Pop the Balloon, his episode. Not his, but there's another guy that was a police officer. So all the women were just like, oh, we gotta go by the code and just not they like, what the fucking code are y'all talking about? Like it was some code, the code, this, code, that. I'm like, come on, dog.
told her that immediately after
There is no code. It just is what it is.
the show. When we matched, we went out to dinner. All of us did as a group, and I immediately told her. I said, hey, before we get started, I want to tell you right now, like I made that up. I'm a police officer, and I said it because of X, Y, and Z. And then she was like, oh, okay, I understand. I got it. Boom, boom. So it's a lie that you didn't know, and you would have never came to Chicago.
I wouldn't
No,
have.
she's-
I wouldn't have.
she's
I would have
lying.
never been at dinner with you. I would have never
Karma.
been there.
First of all, I don't think there's any good
That's a lie right there.
reason to justify him lying about his profession. First impressions matter, and if the relationship starts with a lie, not just to the person you're dating, but to everyone watching, that's already a shaky foundation. Healthy relationships aren't built on deception. At the same time, she had every opportunity to walk away after he came clean. But she chose to stay. To me, that says a lot about her intentions. Personally, I think she may have had an ulterior motive, but we'll get to that by the end of the video.
Karma,
never
I
been
told
there.
you Karma, didn't I tell you at dinner, yes or no?
Yes,
Did
I would
tell
have
you at
popped
dinner?
my balloon on you. I would have popped
Karma,
my
did I?
balloon.
So
and I
Karma,
would have
my
never been
question
Do you not
is,
understand what
he's
I'm
saying,
saying?
hold on, he's saying he told you that same night that you guys matched. However, you still ended up going to Chicago to meet up with him. He's saying, like, if that was a deal breaker for you, why did you then go on out there still to meet him?
Yes, no, I completely understand that. And as I said before,
lie.
I would have never been at that dinner with him. I would have never matched with him. So I would have never been there for him to tell me that information. I felt like I was already there. I'm already in the situation. He did tell me at dinner. And yes, I was like, okay, well, I'm already here. So how
Now, all this stuff that she's saying sounds like it makes sense, but from what happens later in the catch-up, I'll post down below, it throws all that out the window. It kind of makes it irrelevant.
was that a lie?
Why did you come to Chicago? That's what Arlette asked you. Are you not understanding?
Yes, I came
Answer
to
Arlette's
Chicago
question,
because
please.
we had been talking. I came to Chicago because we had matched, and I was trying to see if it was going to go anywhere. I didn't say that you lied to me. I said that you lied about what you did. And if you would have said that you were a police officer, I would have popped my balloon. I would have never seen you after that show. There would have been no reason
Arlette.
for me to be.
Now, throughout this whole catch-up, that is the only thing that she has on him. That's it. That's the only thing that she has. From the way she framed this trip to him, she was going to be coming to Chicago by herself. And she actually came to Chicago because she knew people out there. She had a friend that stays out there. She stayed over her best friend's house. So she said it was a male friend, whether it's a family, whether he, because throughout that whole catch up when I was watching, I was like, is this a gay male friend or something like that? Even that could be sketchy sometimes. But basically, she never told him any of the details with airport, like wasn't screenshotting him the where to pick her up at it. Basically, wasn't even keeping in contact with him on the way to Chicago, so he knows where to pick her up at or wherever if he was going to pick her up. Just the communication seemed real shaky. She showed up with her daughter. He didn't even know that was going to be happening. He was like, "Whoa, you have a daughter with you?" He was like, "Okay, now this is going to be a little bit different." The way she framed it was completely all out of whack.
In Chicago.
So then, is it a major deal breaker for you if after you did get that information, you still went out there to get to know him?
Yeah, well, I didn't feel like it was a deal breaker at that time because I continued to talk to him, and we didn't have a lot of issues. So
she went out there for something completely different, and she kind of added him to the schedule. He was like a side mission, kind of, because she never really even saw him like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we just had a little blow-ups too, like about money. Because at one point she was like asking, she said the comment to me like, "You don't seem like the type of guy that would give me your card," and I'm like, "Give you my card for what?"
Yeah, I forgot that happened.
She's
too.
like, "Oh, well, you know, if I'm your girl, like if something happens, this," and I'm like, "Yeah, no, like I'm not that type of dude. I don't know what you're used to, but I'm not that. Like everybody should take care of themselves especially during the dating phase, like." And it has nothing to do with being a provider, but you don't belong to me and I don't belong to you. Like, I don't, and I sent her like a little meme about like, it was something I saw like about an old guy, like with money and like a younger girl, like dating him for his money or something. I sent that to her. Like, I thought it was funny. Like, man, look, is this like maybe what you were looking for or something?
Now the meme thing, I think I might even said that I would never send a meme like that because that could be taken out of some memes are offensive to some people in the context of the conversation regarding a relationship. If you're talking to a girl or whatever and it's about, she said something about money, that stuff could be triggering to somebody, even if it's a meme that's legitimately kind of describing a situation that a girl is talking about. "Oh, you wouldn't give me your," it's like, I just met you. Like, what do you mean? Some women don't want to be called out. And you're late. "Oh, you're late with me, a gold digger? Hell, the fuck you think of me like that?" Like that shit like that. It sounds kind of toxic.
They're in a bad mood.
I'm just not starting that argument.
Then her phone got shut off. And she was telling me that she couldn't pay her phone bill.
I forgot about the phone bill thing.
Because something was wrong with her, I don't know, her business account. She said she couldn't pay it from her. She was having an issue paying it from her business account. And I'm like, "Well, how are you talking to me?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm on the Wi-Fi. You hurt my feelings." That's what she told me. "No, like you hurt my feelings. Don't make it any worse than what it is," or something. And I was just like, okay. And that was like the last communication that we ever had.
By the end of the video, she revealed she already had a project in Chicago. She also seemed hesitant to tell him what time her flight was when she flew out to see him.
That part.
That makes me wonder if the trip was really just about him. It almost felt like she was trying to kill two birds with one stone. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
The original catch-up was wild. It's a lot more that happened, but I'm gonna let y'all see that for yourself. Both these people, I would say he's ready to be in a relationship more than she is. She's playing around a lot, and she's talking about opening up a establishment in Chicago with some people she know out there or something like that. She got a bunch of other stuff going on. As far as him, he just needs to not lie about his occupation. Says, "Hey, I'm in law enforcement, boop. There was a guy on here. Matter of fact, I might post this episode below this too. There was a dude on here that I think he lived in like Texas, a part of Texas, if I can remember, something like that. I did his catch up too. He was a deputy. And all the girls that walked out, and he said his occupation, he wasn't ashamed of it. He was a deputy. Plus, he dressed in like jeans, regular clothes, clean fit, but just kind of like not really casual, but more like laid back. Jeans, shirt, some sneakers, and he got the baddest chick that came out on the episode he was on, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm a deputy." She didn't care. Stayed over his house for 7 days. You just don't lie. because then that could lead to shaky stuff later on with the person that you did want to match with, like that you might have matched with. They found out your occupation later. They're going to anyway. So why, like, at this grown age, I don't know what he's been through. Of course, he knows he's in law enforcement for this many years. I would just, the feeling I would get if I was in his shoes, what I'm imagining right now, I would just be like, there's no reason for me to lie about my occupation to being in law enforcement. Like, no, I'm not doing that.